Adrene Sirjoo with us now via Zoom. We can link up with her to get a perspective as how they are arranging all of the events associated with the NGC Bocas Lit Fest. Adrene, good to have you with us via Zoom. Good to see you as well. So tell us what's in store with Bocas Lit Fest 2020, the COVID-19 edition. Well, apparently she's not hearing us at the moment. She's looking around. She's telling someone to stay quiet. But we'll try to sort that out in the meantime. So let's look at some more international updates for you. Did you hear the story about the army vet in the UK who decided that he was going to try to raise £1,000 by walking the length of his garden? He's 99 years old, and he said that he would do it 100 times to raise money to help frontline workers. Because I think people realize that with this COVID-19 situation, in fact, we had our own appreciation last Thursday nationwide, that the frontline workers, and not just the nurses and doctors and so on, but the support staff. Let's not forget even those who take out your garbage. They come out at early hours of the morning to see about that situation and help us. But the army vet, he decided to do 100 laps of his garden at the age of 99 to raise funds for the frontline workers in the UK. His target was £1,000. You know how much he's raised? £12 million, Chris. £12 million he has raised. That's almost 12 and what, 96,000 TT dollars to assist frontline workers. And I think what it shows is, I think people connected with his commitment at 99 years of age to do something. And I think it sends us that message that we can all in some way do something to assist our frontline workers. The best thing we could do is to not be a patient for those frontline workers, to put them more at risk by following the necessary guidelines. Let's try again to see if we could link up with Adrene. Let's see if she could hear us now. Adrene Sirjoo, are you hearing us loud and clear this time around?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Good morning, Fazir.
Good morning. Good to have you with us finally. And we know that COVID-19 has disrupted everything for everyone. So how is NGC Bocas Lit Fest rearranging things to deal with the COVID-19 situation?
Well, we're doing our best, and we're doing it at a pace as well. Thankfully, we had some things in train already that were meant for our digital audience and to reach a wider audience. As you may know, Fazir, a lot of our events are very much in person at the Writers' Center. Of course, the festival itself would usually take place at Nales in downtown Port of Spain. But now, from the 1st to the 3rd of May, we'll actually be doing a few things online, particularly the announcement of our prize winners. So the Johnson & Amoy Adjunct Prize winner, as well as the OCM Bocas Prize winners. They will both be announced virtually on the 1st and 2nd of May. And we'll be doing a series of book launches as well on the Sunday, which is something we typically do at the festival. So you can look out for that. Of course, we'll be sending out details of it as we draw nearer. And as I said, we had a couple of things in train. Because as you know, this is our 10th year. So we did plan to make this year a little special. I mean, we didn't think we'd have the help of COVID to make it extra special. But it means that we've just had to adapt very quickly to, what the market allows us to do. And we're very grateful, to be honest, to have been able to maintain a virtual presence up to this point. And so our 100... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and just so we can let everybody know, while you're giving us more information, just give us the website, the Facebook page, and so on for all things NGC Bocas Lit Fest.
Sure. So it's www.bocaslitfest.com. Our social media handle is the same on all platforms. That's at Bocas Lit Fest. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So you can engage us on any of those platforms. At present, we have this campaign called the 100 Caribbean Books That Made Us. And I'm not sure if you're familiar, Fazir, with BBC's 100 Books That Shaped the World, which was released last year. And it's 4 Caribbean books or titles mentioned in that list of 100. And so we use that as a jumping off point for a conversation about Caribbean literature and the books that people regard as extremely influential on them. And we got about 20 books or so, and so that sort of sparked a desire in us to know what our audience thinks, which of the many Caribbean books that we have been the most important to us as a people. And so we've had that campaign running now for maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. And we've had lots of submissions. I think we're actually very near 100 Caribbean books as it is now. It's been very impressive. We have a number of languages, regions throughout the Caribbean, as in Hispanophone, Francophone, etc. So that's been very impressive so far to see the level of engagement. Sorry about that. I think I have a neighbor doing some work nearby.
That's all right. This is the beauty of this Zoom kind of interview. Because we had our previous with the Falcock making a whole set of noise in the background, which was some beautiful background noise as well. But you've rescheduled the event for September 18th to 20th. You're still
the festival, the main festival, yes.
You think you're going to make that?
Well, you know, we have to be open to something happening at some point. I mean, as it is now, we expect schools to be reopened in September. So I don't think it's far-fetched to think that we can have a festival in some form or fashion come September. But I understand, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty, and our team definitely understands that. But we do think it's important to plan for somewhere in the future. If indeed we have to shift again, then so be it. But it's difficult to just not do anything at all, or to not think we won't ever be able to function, not necessarily the way we did before, but in some way. And I think that's what we're planning for, to be able to do something, even if it's scaled down, even if it has to be reimagined, whatever that offering is from the 18th to the 20th of September, we definitely know we will have to do something before the end of the year.
Will Poetry Slam survive?
Of course, whether it happens online or in person, I think that's what people are also looking forward to. I know that the 2 Cents team is very busy strategizing around that, because they too see some opportunity, you know, and they have some great ideas as well as to how to move it forward. But I think that's what we have to keep doing. I think that's what this entire experience is about. You know, we're all being challenged to see how best we do what we can with what we have available to us. And thankfully for Zero, we have a lot available to us.
Well, Adrene, we have to leave it there for the moment. Thanks for making yourself available to speak with us via Zoom, that we were able to make the connection eventually. So all is in readiness for whenever things get going with NGC Bocas Lit Fest. They've scheduled it tentatively September the 18th to the 20th because of the realities of the time that we're facing right now. These are the realities for all of us, and you have the information right there on your screen as to how you can get all the information in relation to the NGC Bocas Lit Fest 2020 and beyond, celebrating 10 years, and indeed a challenge for everyone to cope with the realities of COVID-19 in that regard. And for all of us,